Hey everybody, welcome to Simpletoons. It's good to be back. We're going to draw a Firetruck today. I've received a couple emails from people that asked if we could do a Firetruck. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with an engine truck today, and then next episode we're going to do a ladder truck. Are you ready? Get yourself a pencil, get yourself an eraser, and get yourself an ink pen, and let's start drawing. Okay, grab your pencil, and what we're going to do is we're going to start by making a very simple rectangle, kind of like this. Actually, just make it a square. Make it a perfect square. Draw as lightly as possible because we're going to erase these lines when we're done. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a second square down right here. So you have a big square and then you have a little square. And then up here, we're going to draw a long rectangle, and it's going to go like this. Okay, and that's going to be the basic body of our truck. Now inside, right here, we're going to draw a line across the top here like this. And that's going to end up being our ladder, but for right now we're just going to use those lines as placeholders to know what's going on. Okay, down here on the front, we're going to draw a little tiny rectangle like this. And then we're going to draw a little rectangle on the top here. That's going to be the siren, and we can put another one back here too. So we have two sirens. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle, and this is going to be the wheel. And the way the circle is going to work is it's going to be bisected. It's going to be cut right in the middle by that line, which we're going to erase. For right now, I'll go ahead and leave it in there. And then we're going to do the same thing on the back. We're going to draw another circle here. Like that, and that's going to be our back wheel. And then up here, we're going to draw the window. And we're just going to connect these up like this. And the way I like to do this is we're going to draw, I don't know, kind of a half rectangle. And then we'll do the same thing on the back. We'll draw another square on the inside. Like that. And then we're going to bring, this is going to be the door, and this will come down like that. Just draw a little line like that. Then we're going to draw the fender. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this wheel that we just drew, and we're going to draw over the top of it a little bit to kind of give some space over the top of the wheel. And then we're going to draw another circle on the inside of that wheel, like that. And we'll do the same thing on the back. Draw a line over the top of the wheel. That's going to be the fender. And then we'll draw a circle on the inside. And then on the back, I'm going to put another square, and that's going to be the bumper. Okay? Put another square here. That's going to be the platform where they kind of stand. And then one other thing we're going to do is the windshield, we're going to rake it forward just a little bit. And if you drew your lines nice and soft, then you can take your eraser and you can erase these lines, and it's going to give us a kind of a more of an aerodynamic look to it. All right. Well, that's the basic premise of the Firetruck. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our ink pen, and let's start inking in our Firetruck. Okay, now you're going to take your ink pen, and what we're going to do is we're going to start here at the top, and we're going to bring it down. And we're going to come down in the front. We're just going to kind of follow the outline of the truck. Draw in our bumper. And then we're going to come along the bottom here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over the top of this wheel. You got to be careful that you don't go too close to the wheel. We want to keep a little bit of space in there. Like that. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and draw the wheel in. And it's hard to draw a perfect circle, so do the best you can. Okay, and then we'll draw a circle on the inside. And then another circle like this. Okay, now what we'll do for the wheel here is we're going to draw little tiny half circles around the outside, like that. And you can color those in. Okay, well, here we're going to continue the line and we'll stop right there. We're going to stop where our platform begins. And we'll draw our rectangle in to represent the platform that they stand on. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the door. Now what I'm going to do with the door is we're going to bring it down, and then I'm going to just kind of curve it over the top like that. You see what I did there? I left that space in there. And then we'll bring it up here, and we'll put a door handle on there. And then we'll bring the window across the top and down. And there's our door. Okay, for the back window, we'll do the same thing. We'll just draw the inside window like this. And then we'll draw the same type of door down over the top of the fender. There we go. Okay, let's draw the top of the truck over. And what we'll do is we'll just bring this over a little across the top. And then down. And we'll put a little line in here. That'll be the steering wheel. The dashboard. Okay, let's draw the lights on the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of curve these just a little bit. So it's almost like an oval that's standing up. Then we'll put feet on it. And those are going to be the lights. Like that. Alright, and then we're going to bring this across. And, well, let's think about this for a second. Okay, let's bring this over like this. And then we're going to draw this down from here, but don't go all the way to the top. We're going to start from here. Come on down. And then on the inside of this, we're going to draw a rectangle like this. And these are going to be where the gauges and the dials are. So you can just draw some circles, or if you want to get fancy, you can put in some levers and stuff. Okay, and then down here, I'm going to put a little door we're going to draw really lightly. And we'll just say that's kind of an access door where they can get stuff. Okay, now we're going to draw the ladder. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to start off to the edge a little bit. We're going to bring it across this, and then over the top. Okay, then we'll do the same thing underneath. And across. And then we're going to draw the rungs in. So we'll start here, and we'll just drop 2 down, and you got to try to make them look kind of even. Just kind of work your way back, and if you're lucky, you'll get them pretty darn close to being perfectly even all the way across. Okay, and let's bring the back of the fire truck down, and then we're going to put the bumper on like that. And then we'll start here, and we'll go across the bottom, and we'll do it over the fender. We'll go over the top and over. Okay, now we got to draw this wheel in again like we did last time. And sometimes if you've got like a cup or something you can put down and draw a trace around the cup, there's nothing wrong with doing that. It'll look better if the wheels are perfectly even. And we'll draw this in here like that. There we go. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of decorate things up here a little bit. First thing we got to do is we got to draw the top of the fire truck, because the ladder is going to stick up just a little bit higher than the rest of the truck. So it'll be like that. And then we can put some doors in here and just draw really lightly. Don't get crazy here. Like that, and then we'll draw another one here. Fire trucks have all kinds of doors on them. Put another one here. And then another thing we can do is, here, we'll put door handles on there. Another thing we can do is we can draw a line that goes back to represent the, like the stripes you see on a lot of the fire trucks. So what we'll do is we'll just draw a line straight back. And we'll do the same thing here. And we gotta do it across the front of the cab too. And if this were in color, then that line would be all red, or the truck would be red and the line would be a different color, and so on. Okay, on the windows, just put a couple lines like that, and that'll give it the impression of a window. And then we got to make our siren back here. And don't forget your feet there. And finally, we're gonna put the ground. And we want the ground to be a little bit higher than the actual wheels. We don't want to put it right on the wheels. They don't ride on a line. It gives it more of a three-dimensional look. Okay, not bad at all. And then if you want to get really fancy, you can put some things on here, like you can put a siren up here if you want. All fire trucks have different types of sirens. You can color this in right here, and that'll give it a little bit more detail. So we color just in the top like that. We'll do the same thing here. Table shaking here. Okay, not bad at all. If you want to get really fancy, you can put like a deck gun up there. They like to, you know, where they shoot the water out, or you can put some hoses up there. We can put connections down here where, you know, they hook up the hoses, because these are pumper trucks. Another thing we can do is we can put rivets. That'll make it look a little bit more realistic too. There's so many things we can do, we can still do, but that's a basic idea. That's a good looking fire engine. Now, get your eraser out and let's erase the lines and we'll call it a day. Okay, get your eraser, and we're just going to go over the eraser lines and erase them all out. And hopefully you didn't draw too hard with your pencil. And I'm just going to do it the quick way. We'll just erase them. Okay, that's a fire truck. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you really liked what we did here, give me a thumbs up. It'll help me get the channel more popular. Maybe you can subscribe to my channel and tell your friends about it, and come tune in next week, and I will be drawing a fire truck, ladder truck, a big truck, so tune in for that. Thanks again for watching Simpletoons, and have a great day.